Hello and good day, welcome to our YouTube channel, God's Promises. And today's video will be a fast, concise overview. Book of Ezekiel, chapter 8. Let's get started now. The Book of Ezekiel, chapter 8, is a powerful and vivid account of a vision that God gave to the prophet Ezekiel. In this chapter, Ezekiel is transported by the Spirit of God to the temple in Jerusalem, where he witnesses the idolatrous practices of the people of Israel. The chapter begins with Ezekiel being lifted up by the Spirit of God and taken to the entrance of the temple in Jerusalem. There, he sees the image of jealousy, which is an idol that has been set up by the people of Israel. This idol is a representation of a foreign god, and its presence in the temple is a direct violation of God's commands. God then takes Ezekiel to the inner court of the temple, where he sees a group of men who are engaged in idolatrous practices. These men are bowing down to images of animals and other idols, and they are burning incense to them. God tells Ezekiel that these practices are a direct affront to him, and that they will bring about his wrath. Ezekiel is then taken to the entrance of the temple once again, where he sees women who are weeping for Tammuz, a pagan god of fertility. God tells Ezekiel that these practices are an abomination and that they too will bring about his wrath. Finally, Ezekiel is taken to the inner court of the temple once again, where he sees a group of men who are worshipping the sun. These men are facing east and bowing down to the sun, which is another violation of God's commands. The message of chapter 8 is clear: God will not tolerate idolatry and the worship of false gods. The people of Israel have turned away from God and have embraced the worship of foreign gods and idols. These practices are a direct affront to God, and they will bring about his wrath and judgment. The teachings and lessons from chapter 8 are applicable to our lives today. We must be mindful of the things that we worship and the practices that we engage in. We must avoid the worship of false gods and idols, and we must strive to live in a way that is pleasing to God. Furthermore, we must remember that God is a jealous God who desires our complete devotion and worship. We must not allow anything to come between us and our relationship with him. Moreover, the chapter reminds us of the importance of repentance and turning back to God when we have strayed from his ways. No matter how far we may have fallen, there is always a way back to him through repentance and forgiveness. Finally, the chapter provides a message of hope and restoration, reminding us that even in the darkest of times, there is always hope for renewal and restoration through God's grace and mercy. In conclusion, the Book of Ezekiel, chapter 8, is a powerful and vivid account of a vision that God gave to the prophet Ezekiel. Through the use of vivid symbols and prophetic language, God warns the people of Israel of the dangers of idolatry and the worship of false gods. The chapter emphasizes the importance of following God's commands and avoiding idolatry, while also reminding us of the importance of repentance and turning back to God when we have strayed from his ways. Thank you for visiting us today. Please share with us your favorite Bible chapter below in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help our channel grow. Looking forward to see you back here for our next video. Always take good care.